What is going on, everyone? We are back for the 100 Yards in Context podcast, episode 6, and we have some new fresh faces, some regular faces. And we're just here to, I guess, start giving you guys weekly draft content. So first I'm going to ask, how everyone's doing. And before I do that, I'm going to welcome, the newest member of the Film and Arts Scouting Department staff, Hayden Luck. If I get your last name wrong, don't shoot me. Luck.
It's all good,
Shoot
dog.
him. Shoot him.
I won't.
No, shoot him. No.
There, I got you. It's Lapiana. But
Lapiana.
yeah,
Fire.
there you go. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for the intro, Artie. That's the podcast for the first time. Gonna be a repeat face here, hopefully, and I'm really just appreciative to be able to have this opportunity to scout with these guys because it's been really fun. It's been really good to produce some content for everybody. So looking forward to everything coming forward, and it's been great. It's been a great month and a half or however long. So cheers for that, guys.
Yeah,
for sure.
We like you too. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Cam, don't start that. Oh my gosh. Listen,
no,
Cam.
that's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm cool with that.
No, Cam is being real company right now. He's not being himself. This is AI Cam. This is a real Cam.
This is AI Cam. This is edited Cam.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh my goodness. We are like smack dab in the middle of the pro day season. We're recording this on March 14th. So I guess my first question is, and I guess where we should start is like, out of all the prospects, that we have in this class, like, what prospects that haven't had their pro day yet, or maybe have already had their pro day, really needed or need a good pro day to continue to solidify their draft status or their continue to improve their draft stock? Because I feel like there's a lot of players that, maybe didn't have the best combine or maybe didn't perform with their combine that really need a good pro day to, give that final seal of approval or that final, showing to these scouts to, show what they're capable of on the football field.
Yeah, I mean, I can open it up with two just off rip. So just two guys. I'll do three. Three guys who were injured during the combine. Kool-Aid McKinstry, Jadon Newton, and Cooper DeJean. All three of them are gonna really need their pro day. Cooper DeJean is I think he's a lot first rounder, but the other two, I've seen them kind of fading recently in mocks, getting taken in the late 20s, and every year we see dudes who we think are locks for a long time drop out of the first round. Michael Myers is probably the one that comes to mind. JOK is another one that's pretty big, but those are just a couple off the top of my head. What do you guys think?
I was actually going to say Kool-Aid, so shout out to you for saying Kool-Aid.
Yeah, for sure, definitely needed it. I'm gonna take the dude that he originally ran the fast for Xavier Worthy, blew him out. That was Nate Wiggins. He needed a solid pro day after him, getting hurt. Him having you could call it a slight build. Him having a slight build, a little bit of an issue.
The Atlanta build.
I mean, he did look pretty slight out there.
Yeah, he as I'm saying, I think at the combine he weighed in at 173. So that's
he did.
That's crazy. And we've seen what that kind of resulted in. Emmanuel Forbes getting absolutely babied by AJ Brown. So
I was gonna say
twice. Two games.
Twice. So
that was
weight per
tough.
corner matters, especially with his play style, him being more of a press man corner anyway. So, but he did. I think his pro day he measured at, what was it, 181, 182 ish.
182, bro.
182. So not bad, but still need probably about 10 more pounds. But hey,
if he can get to 190, you're cooking. Like,
I mean, shit, dude. If he can get to 185, I would be happy. I'd be ready.
Yeah, that could be fine. It's just don't go against AJ Brown. Don't do that.
Yeah. Just put him against a little bit less physical of a receiver.
Yeah.
Well, that's my also pause too when it comes to Nate Wiggins, because he actually did a very, now take this however you want to take it, guys, but he did a really good job covering 6'7" Johnny Wilson. Now I know Johnny Wilson is not the size speed specimen that is AJ Brown, but he has shown on tape that he can handle, the bigger, more physical guys well. It's just when you think about it at the NFL level, it's like they're more physical and they're more strong. So
I mean, they got
guess
a
that
lot more
would just
nuance
be
to them.
more
I mean, how do you think Mike Evans can get 1,000 yards every time he rolls out the bed? Literally,
Exactly.
Mike Evans, DK, like, dog. These dudes are built different. They're not just, oh, I'm Johnny Wilson, I'm big. Like, no, they actually have some nuance to them. So
Yeah, I
for
was gonna
sure,
say,
for
because
sure.
like Johnny Wilson, like great player. He kind of strikes me as more of a wide receiver too than someone's like big wide receiver one. But like, yeah, to your point, Dylan, you know, AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, Mike Evans, like, these guys are big, and then they also have very good nuance. They just, it's playing receiver and just a lot more. Football is more of a head game than people think. And so dudes like another example, not physical, but just kind of on that kind of side of playing head games is Keenan Allen he, clearly Chargers fan, but he gets in defensive backs' heads and he does things very small, like steps here or there, to set up routes later in the game that, it's just a whole game he's playing with his defensive backs. It's just a head game. And these bigger dudes, like Evans, AJ Brown, they can do that too. And so that's a lot harder than covering Johnny Wilson or like Keon Coleman,
Yeah. I more brought that up just to show, like, when it comes to someone, bigger than him, more physical than him, he can, like, it's not like a, it's
not a
not like
liability.
that it's not that much of a detriment to him
Got
at this
you.
point. But now, this is only based off college tape. We
Yeah.
haven't seen his NFL tape yet, because you can say the same thing about Emmanuel Forbes last year, Dalen. Like, Emmanuel Forbes didn't really get bullied by too many people, and then, like you said, literally within the first 7 weeks of his NFL season, he got literally shitted on a stick by AJ Brown. So it for every player, it's different.
Yeah, and that's something that I feel like, just kind of on that, that's something that I feel like most people don't understand, is everyone gets into these like, oh, we need this position, or we need this player, or we have needs, whatever. The way that I've been looking at is you have 7 opportunities, give or take with trades, comps, whatever. You have 7 opportunities to add people that you want to add to your team. So when people say like, oh, this pick was a reach, like, I mean, it wasn't, because that's where he was picked. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's interesting. There's lots to the draft that people don't consider slash.
Yeah, for sure. Kim, did you have a
So
player that you think needed to have a good pro day?
what I was gonna say was, because I don't remember, did Marvin Harrison Jr. ever decide what the fuck he's gonna do?
Yeah, he's not gonna do anything.
So he's either just not okay.
He's not testing. Did he get measured? I think, yeah, he did get measured. He's not testing.
yeah, you got measured.
He's not working out. He's not doing anything. He said he's going to continue to work on becoming an NFL player by doing his training. That's what he's going to do.
I know
Shit,
what I'm assuming
honestly, if I'm
is,
voting for top 5, I'm not doing anything either. So
which I understand. Which now I'm just gonna assume he's probably only doing private workouts. But other than that, I pretty much took all the. Unless I'm forgetting somebody, which I definitely could be. I mean, for some, nah, because he's not a top end pick. So
Well, that doesn't matter. Still, just throw it out there. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
say whoever you want to say.
So there's a guy who's definitely fighting for his NFL career at this point. Before it
Oh
even
no, I
starts,
think I know what you're gonna
he
say.
already knows where I'm going with this.
I know where you're going.
Poor little old Caitlin King, man.
Oh,
I know that too. He is
Oh.
fighting for life.
Oh my god, bro! Like,
I was begging Dale in the suburbs to like, hey, so what do you think of Caitlin King? Dale never said much. And then this year happened, and I was just like, oh, that's why.
oh yeah, it's sad. It's very sad.
Dude,
Uh,
it's tragic.
another player that I don't know. I hadn't looked at his tape, but I don't think people expected him to run what he ran. I don't know if he's gonna rerun, but I think Cam Kitchens.
Yeah.
If he reruns, he definitely should rerun because that 40 did not look good.
I was gonna say he needs to retest everything. His combine was he was not ready.
Yeah, it was
He
not.
also
the best.
didn't look good going through the drills either.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm
Like
saying.
his
yeah.
whole combine workout was bad.
That's
So
what I'm
Yeah.
if
saying.
anybody
And
is,
then you
is
add
him,
that with like the Senior Bowl, the way he looked in the Senior Bowl, like, oh my gosh, yeah, he's had a really bad process.
he hopefully, yeah, he's the one where it's like you're holding on for dear life, especially with the free agents. You know, this was a loaded safety free agency class.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it just, still is. There's still some that haven't got picked up at the time we're recording. So yeah, for him to at least, he was never going to be a first rounder in my opinion, just because the positional value. But for him to even fight to be the first, I think the first safety taken is pretty much out the window for him at this point. I think everybody likes Newbin more at this point now.
I mean,
But
yes.
but for him to fight to possibly still be a third or back end second, I feel like it's still worth it for him. So yeah, he has to put on a great pro day for people to be like, all right, man, we're a little too harsh on him. We could coach this guy up and get what we want out of him because he's
That was
talented.
Miami's
No, like he's
pro
not
day.
talented.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, I was trying to find that actually because
Miami's pro day.
it's the 18th. It's March 18th.
Leonard
Leonard
it
Taylor would be
says
one to watch too.
That's I was just gonna bring him up too.
Yeah, he's one to watch too.
Well, because I remember during the pre everything what was it like preseason and shit.
The way too early. Yeah,
The way too earlys, and even during the beginning of the season and into there's still mocks that have him going in like the second round. But as soon as I saw him, I was like, I was not impressed with his film, honestly, and I really think he needs to like Kitchens, he needs to put on a show in his pro day to say he's worth a day 2 pick at this point. Yeah, not ideal, but it's okay.
definitely not.
It's all good. At least they have another opportunity to do so. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
There's people who've done a lot worse with those opportunities. So
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
With free agency underway, and as a Cowboy fan, when you watch free agency unfold, like you just see all the money being thrown out, and you're just like watching like from like behind like glass that's impenetrable, and you're just like, must be nice. Everyone's spending money.
I'm
And
not,
we-
but
and we-
okay. I'm
and
not.
we-
but okay.
look, man, look.
Y'all did not
Nobody's-
become fans yesterday. Y'all know they do this. Stop complaining.
Like I get it. You wanna sign all the splash free agents, but like, do we just all forget that majority of the people who are the biggest buyers in free agency are normally not good teams?
Well,
Oh,
also,
they had a tweet about that. The biggest spinners in free agency so far have been the Falcons, the Panthers. Was it the Raiders? Like
yeah. Well,
Also-
all non-playoff teams.
Washington?
Top
Well,
5 pick.
Yeah, well, Washington too.
Top 5 picking teams. So yeah, that works.
team. Washington signed a whole new roster. Washington's been signing everyone.
Washington signed most of Dallas's pass rushers.
And you know
Yes,
what?
sir. Gotta go follow
Dallas
Daddy
rushers
Dan.
are great. So,
Nasty.
but yeah,
Nasty.
no, that's a little wild. I think free agency, you have to do tactfully. You can't just throw money at shit because, like, for instance, like, I mean, I lived with years of Tom Telesco, and you know, even though he was called Coupon Tom for a while, for a very long time, because he'd give out these like little like subtle deals, and everyone would be like, "Hey, he did something," and then every time he makes a huge signing, it would end up like not going super well. I don't know, just two off the top of my head. Obviously, J.C. Jackson, and then.
Ooh.
We pay Mike Williams $20 million a year, and I love Mike Williams as a person. Like, I think he's a great person, but like, NFL is a business at the end of the day, and like, I'm not trying to pay. Given he's the best contested catch wide receiver in the NFL, I will say that. You know, pre-ACL tear, we don't know what that looks like anymore. But aside from that, he's just a pretty average A wide receiver that has trouble separating. So it's like, should we really be spending $20 million a year on him? So I don't know. Like this is just me looking at my rivals being like, they made a stupid signing because Christian Wilkins is probably going to terrorize us for a little bit. But you know, it's a lot of guaranteed money, and Tom Telesco tends to have some issues when it comes to that. So. You know, you never know.
Just don't think about Christian Wilkins sacking Justin Herbert and then immediately doing a split. Just don't think about that.
No.
And you'll be
Oh.
okay.
Immediately doing a split.
Or
Just
don't think about Christian Wilkins after Justin Herbert throws a 60-yard touchdown to Malik Neighbors, forearming him in the chin.
Yeah,
Because you know that's a tendency to do that.
Too. That'll probably happen too, but hey, we might get a
He
flag.
plays for the Raiders. You have to.
Yeah, he does.
It's the least you could do. Like, come on,
It's
bro.
the
I remember last year. I remember last year we
Sorry.
played the Dolphins. Dak threw like a 30-yard seam ball to Jake Ferguson, and Christian Wilkins just flat out like full extension, like bellied on him, and Dak was just looking at the ref like, bro, like what am I supposed to do with all this? So yeah, Christian Wilkins, when he doesn't get the sack, he most definitely wants the quarterback to feel his presence. Take that.
He
Take with
definitely
that information what you want.
He definitely wants to let him know. Let him know.
Big ass
Oh, yeah.
weirdo.
Feels
Yeah. Nut ass freak bull.
Hey man, he wants
That's
to
what he
rub-
is.
Literally.
Dog, he just wants to rub his body on other men. Like,
Yes.
it's fun.
Listen.
Michael, like he y'all,
Don't,
I'm not
don't
gonna
hurt
say
me,
it, but y'all
Christian.
know.
Please don't hurt me, Christian.
There's a difference. There's a complete difference with that. At least Michael keeps it like within the whistles. This brother don't. He don't care.
I don't know,
We're in
man.
a scrum. We're in a scrum. Ooh, what's that? Like,
Ooh.
Nah,
what?
yeah, this is true. He did grab a handful. I was like, nah, that's
What is
crazy.
that? Like, why did you do that?
My nigga said, for help you.
Said,
My goodness, this is too fun.
Like,
Just quickly going like down the list of people here.
fuck.
Name your favorite free agent fit and signing, and name the free agent fit or signing that you literally like hate. Like you're like, what the fuck? Why did you do that?
Everything Washington did, I hate it. Y'all are stupid. Y'all are weird.
that's pretty funny.
I don't even know which one I like, to be honest. Let me get the bug.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get it out the way because, of course, obviously, I love the Derrick Henry signing.
You still
Everybody's talking about what if he did it. Look, I don't give a fuck if we were not getting 2,000-yard Derrick Henry. That's fine. I'm cool with 900 or barely a buck. Like I'm cool with all of that. But
you're gonna get
this
Derrick
to
Henry, you're
see,
gonna give him 6 carries in a playoff game. That's how that's gonna go.
man, if
I
they
will-
do that shit again, John gonna have to see me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he got to see me. He is gonna have to see me. I'm not gonna lie. I love you, John, but like
Yeah.
you let Todd do that shit again, y'all gonna see me.
Uh,
Y'all
yeah,
changed y'all
just
whole offense.
For
yeah,
no
well,
reason.
yeah,
Like Galen knows how much I hate when teams do that. So to watch my team do that shit, I'm like, why the fuck would you stop doing what got you here?
like
Hey, I mean, our team did the same thing. We just quit playing man coverage, and we were literally the best man coverage team and the only team that played 80% man coverage, by the way. 80%. You know what? Let me play some zone.
yeah, dude, that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like these dudes, like, and a lot of these coaches are pretty smart guys that have been around football a long,
No,
long
they're
time.
not. No, they're not.
Hey,
No, they're
hey,
not.
hey,
Because every
hey,
time I hear
here,
smart
let me
guy,
continue.
every time I hear
I'm
smart
just gonna
guy,
say
I
on
think
this
Brandon
set.
Staley. No, no, no. They're egotistical assholes that think
That's
that they
really
know
hard.
everything. You do not know how to run a team. Stop
Hey,
acting like it.
you didn't let me get to the butt, though. You didn't let me get to the butt. They always fucking overthink it. They
On
always.
God.
Do you remember when Adam Gase said he skipped Thanksgiving to game plan for like Cincinnati and then got blown out 20-3 or whatever the
Oh
fuck
my
it was? Like, the
God.
dude was
Fucking
working for
dork.
like 16 straight hours to out game plan them and then got absolutely shit on. Like, they overthink it, and you're right. They're egotistical. A lot of them are actually.
It's just it's disgusting. It's so disgusting. Like
I would never forgive Dan. I would never forgive Dan Quinn for that. Never.
like no. The only thing no, I can't forgive him neither. I can't forgive him for that. But I can't forgive Brandon Staley with a straight face losing to the Raiders like that on Thursday Night Football
Dude,
and just
actually,
being like, yeah, I don't know. The players got to be better. The players.
uh,
Are you
dude,
talking
he
about the
knew
game where they scored 70 or 60, whatever it was?
63-21. Yeah,
Oh my
dude.
God.
Here's
That
the
shit was
thing.
tough.
What I want to say first off is just to get this out there for any Raiders fans that may be watching. That was a win for both of us. We cleaned house. Tom Telesco,
Thank God.
the current GM, and Brandon Staley both gone, which was, in my opinion, that was incredible. But anyways, yeah. So my thing, like, response for that is just the dude. The dude was in over his head to begin with, but he knew he was gone. He knew that he knew that was it. Like, when you get absolutely embarrassed in a like prime time game like that, especially when you're already on the hot seat, like, there's really not much else to really even think about there. But the only thing really to think about is how fast you're letting know. But what I was gonna say is, yeah, I don't know. I think that really just shows a lot of people how, what is it? Like, how much Justin Herbert was covering for that team, because you take Stream away,
Yeah.
the team is
Yeah.
they're third stringers. Like, they weren't prepared, they weren't aware of what was going on, and they looked lost. Like, it just it's unfortunate that it was my team, but it is what it is, and Brandon Staley ended up giving us the Joe Harbaugh, so can't be too upset with that. He might go down as a Chargers legend for that reason alone. So we'll see.
Huh. Huh.
I'm telling you, bro, that's all you need sometimes, man.
Anyway, he
Shit.
kept us away from Sean Payton, who, from all reports in
Oh
Denver, is
God.
toxic
Oh
as shit.
God. Oh
So he
God.
kept us away from him, and then he got us to Harbaugh. So I'm like, you know what? You might have been a shithead, but you're all right.
Nah, Joey Bosa would have threw hands with Sam Payton.
Dude,
Sean
he
Payton.
broke his hand because he was so pissed off he punched a wall.
That was that when I seen that come out, that was scary as hell.
Well, like, when I
Jeez.
saw that come out, I was like, okay, I don't really believe that. Fake shit comes out all the time. But then I saw someone repost the GIF where he was sitting in the suite and he had the brace on his hand. I was like, oh, so that was real. Give me one sec.
Yup. Yup.
No,
You
you're
know
good,
how
fam.
you know how angry you gotta make a man to make a grown professional man, by the way, punch a wall.
I remember when Braun did that shit. I was like, damn. That nigga had that brace on. That nigga walked down. I said, "Damn." So, like, bro, imagine you so first that you punch some shit, and a reporter has the nerve to walk up to you. So, what do you think was going on in J.R. Smith's head? I will kill you.
Hey, you gotta just you just nod and walk away. Honestly, I don't even know. You can't say it.
That's why he walked off. He did the right
I'm not
thing.
even gonna try to. I'm not even gonna try to contemplate how I would handle a situation like that.
Oh yeah, no.
Like
Offset,
if I got
the
so
stage.
mad, if I got so mad at how my team played that I broke my hand, I don't even think I'll show up to practice the next day. Like I'd just be like, "Fuck all you guys." Like it'll literally just be like that because it's like, think of how mad you have to be to punch a wall out of frustration with your team.
Well, okay, literally, yeah, for sure that. Like punching a wall, for sure. That is definitely not good. But imagine the force at which you have to punch it to break your hand.
Break your hand.
Like I don't know. Like I feel like people have punched walls. Like a lot of people have punched their walls before, but like you gotta punch that shit hard as really, really hard. Like dude's dude's very emotional. Like sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. It surprised me to see that we restructured his contract, but I would honestly really like Harbaugh to use him almost as a rotational pass rusher. You don't need him out there when the other team's on the 35-yard, they're on the 35-yard line on, first and second down. Like, just get him out there when he needs to create some pressure. He's been hurt so much throughout his career. It's just it just worries me because I'm scared that he's going to get injured again, and there goes another huge chunk of our cap.
That's how it is at the edge position, unfortunately.
Dude.
Look at T.J. Watt.
Exactly.
we don't.
He gets hurt every year.
The
This one
fact
doesn't
that,
even care.
Exactly, and you clearly see how he's one of the few guys you can literally be like, no, he is the team. Like the way they play. When he is there and isn't there, it's completely different. It's like, even though they're the ops and fuck them, it's amazing to see. And it's because he single-handedly keeps them in games that they shouldn't be in.
Yeah,
and it pisses you off because it's like, how the fuck are you doing this?
That's fair. I wouldn't quite know it. I mean, Bosa in 2021 was a menace, and
He definitely was.
I think I don't know, maybe his scar tissue has built up. I don't know. The last couple of years, he's been a little bit, when he's been on the field, hasn't been as good as a TJ Watt. He's still a great pass rusher, don't get me wrong. But, he's not, I don't know. But that being said, just to go on that point a second further, I was just going to say that, it's the way these dudes are built. They're 6'4", 6'5", 280 pounds, and are supposed to run 4.6 40s. And it's that's inhuman. The human body is not supposed to.
Facts.
Yeah, so
you're twerking with a whole other giant human being, especially at the edge spot, who's at least 6'4", 320 pounds. Yes, when they say many car accidents, yes, they're not lying.
Say, yeah, you're running into a brick wall every play.
Man.
Think about
and
how
trying
crazy
to beat him.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we marveled at the way. Who was it? Was it Worth? The way that Khalil Mack just, hey, bro, the fuck off me, because it was
Max straight hip tossing. I was did Khalil Mack just hip toss this 320-pound grown ass man?
It was nothing. And keep in mind, Khalil Mack is technically undersized because I think he's 6'2".
Yeah,
think about how crazy that is.
Yeah. So you're undersized and you're 6'2", 260. That's
that being first off, that being considered undersized is just nasty. Like,
Yeah, that's what
Exactly.
I'm
It's
saying. Like
insane.
that's just goofy, especially with the motor, the density that guy has. Like, God, he's a monster.
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
so
So,
crazy. Every time he's gotten traded, he's like maintained the production up until like the chart. Like Chargers has been a little bit of a decline in the budget a little bit, but
Yeah,
still, like
he
he's
has
just been.
I was like, yeah, definitely has 6 sacks in one game.
I feel
Yeah,
like
he
I'll
had
just forget
17
about
sacks
that
last
too.
year.
Oh yeah, he had 6 sacks in one game. Like the fuck? Like
Yeah, no,
Who
he
are
has
they? Who are y'all playing against that game?
Raiders.
Oh,
This is the first game against the Raiders, I'm pretty sure.
I just
man.
remember I
so
looked
one
up.
game you guys have 6 sacks, and the next game you guys gave up 63.
Yeah,
Well,
tough one. That's being a Chargers fan, though.
yeah.
Oh,
alright.
no. I figured out what was the move that I hate, and as soon as y'all say it, as soon as I say, it, y'all go, "Oh yeah, that's fucking terrible." Ryan Burns getting traded for a second and a fucking fifth when you could
Brother.
have had 2
All right,
ones in a second.
let's
That's
Carolina, what are we
Yeah,
doing?
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
What are we
about
doing,
yeah, we need to
Carolina?
talk about that for sure.
What are we
And
doing?
then
Like,
actually,
you seen that the Rams gave up the farm. That report came out some years ago. They would have given up the farm. We know the Rams don't like draft picks. That'd have been perfect. It wouldn't have been maybe top 10, but it would have been like top 20, type, in the 20 something. You would have had 2 first-round picks. Who cares? You
Yeah.
would have had 2 first-round picks. Perfect. Literally perfect. You cannot be in a better
Ravens just
position.
need picks in general. You need players. Don't
Fam.
trade.
Ones and a second?
Well, okay,
Fam.
let's just take that to the side. You need players. You need to build a franchise. Don't trade away your franchise defensive player. Like that is the player that fans come out to see. Like that is the player that fans are like, that's our guy. And then, like to your damn point, you get nothing for him. You get a second and a fifth. Like that's a joke. Like I
When
mean,
you already don't have a first round pick, and you
Didn't even get
literally
a fucking
just took a
player
quarterback
either.
1 overall, and you literally just took a player 1 overall who needs as much help as you can get. Now,
And
mind you, you just did the right thing by getting 2 really good guards. But then you turn around and you just give Brian Burns away for a
Well,
second and a
and-
fifth. Like,
Didn't
Bro,
get
it's
a
crazy.
fucking first. Like,
And
come
then-
on.
here's my other
a
thing.
second.
Well, here's another big issue I have with that move is you're already a team that has a lot of holes, right? Why are you creating another hole where you already didn't have one? Like you're just taking talent away. Like if they let's say they got the initial trade package, a 1-1 and a 2. That would be something that I'd be like, okay, they're rebuilding, you can make that work. I don't know, shit, dude. If you traded them away for like 3 picks this year and 3 picks next year, even though they aren't 1s and 2s, maybe you get like a 2 this year, a 2 next year, a 3 next year, a 5 this year, like, something like that where you're just getting picks. I'd even be like, I see where they're going with that. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
I can't tell you what the thought process is.
Fifth? Oh my gosh.
Like even
And
even if we
their
just
second is like not even like past their pick. Like they have the first pick of the second round and they have the Giants. I think the pick is like 39. I don't know.
Yeah.
that's why it's just like, all right, so y'all traded last year to get Bryce Young. I'm not last year. Y'all gave up 2 1s. What was it 2 1s and then DJ Moore, or was it 1 and DJ Moore?
2.
DJ
Two
Moore.
There's 2
ones,
ones, DJ ones.
So
Moore,
2
I
1s and a
think
DJ
it's
Moore.
2.
And had you had those extra picks in the stable, oh my God, this is a non-issue. This is a non-issue. You
That's
gave
a
up.
non-issue. You could quickly turn your roster around pretty quickly.
Like
pretty
that.
quickly.
You can move, like, especially with this edge class too. And so we wouldn't even be having this discussion. But for you to do that in an already good edge class and you got nothing for a dude who everybody in their right fucking mind knows that Brian Burns is a top 5 edge. So for you to get nothing, you didn't even get a fucking player off of them.
You literally got a second and a fifth.
So just to bring it back to the Bryce Young trade deals, they traded 9 overall. So their first last year, their second last year, their first this year,
too? Oh,
their
God.
second next year,
Oh, fuck
the
no.
2025 second, and the DJ Moore. Like,
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
What
they're
the-
stupid.
what?
They're
Why?
stupid.
Never mind.
Why?
They're
Why
stupid.
would you do
I
that?
know whose downfall I'm rooting on. It is no longer Atlanta. It is Carolina. Your
Okay.
downfall will be preyed upon every day.
Since you
That
Right.
is so freaking insane. So you mean to tell me they didn't even ask for a second next year? They just took a second this year and a fifth, and they're okay?
That's
Oh no. Well, I'm talking about the Bryce Young trade, but
I know, but I'm talking about the Brian Burns trade. They didn't ask for a second next year. They
I
asked
would've
for
been-
a second this year and a fifth.
now both their picks are this year. 2nd and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They
So
should
they
have.
didn't recoup that things they lost last. Oh my god.
They should have done that. Well, without a doubt, that would have been at least if I'm making that trade, I'm like easily tacking that on. Like, yeah, we need to recoup this, but yeah, interesting management down there in Carolina.
Interesting management.
Not quite how I would run the team, but each guess we'll see. But let's get around because I forget if it was Tom or Dalen. I think Dalen, you mentioned something about Atlanta. I just wanted to ask what you guys thought about. So last year when Lamar was looking for his deal and the Ravens were kind of doing their whole back and forth thing, Atlanta declined him a deal that gave him $200 million guaranteed. They just signed Kirk Cousins, who is coming off a torn Achilles, to $180 million guaranteed. So, what do you guys think about that? Because, like, obviously they're two different players, but like the Achilles is an issue. Well, I don't know. I just think that's also pretty interesting management.
So to be
Who
fair,
wants to go first? Because I
I'ma
got a
go.
lot to say about that.
I'm gonna go.
Alright,
okay.
so
Ravens
I'm
fan.
leaving this one on the table.
So to be fair, right? Yes, technically, had they signed him, they also would have. They would also given up their next 2 ones.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Didn't know that part of the deal.
Because that was the tag we had under him. I forgot what tag. It was a weird tag that doesn't really get used often.
Non-exclusive franchise.
Not exclusive.
Yeah, so it doesn't get used often, right? So they would have given their 2 ones, which is fine. But no, as far as me, for one, I'm not really. I mean, we've seen this song and dance so many times. There's only been a few where it's actually worked out. Where, oh, well, we just keep drafting the wrong guy, so we're just gonna get an old white. We're just gonna get the old talented vet, and it's like, yeah, that only works for so long. But the fact that you gave him a 4-year deal, like I get it. I saw somewhere saying it's effectively like a 1-year deal or whatever. But still, it's not like you guys didn't have the talent or the players to use to invest. Or if you wanted to go up, you could have went up. You could have easily went up. It's not an issue. So for you to drop that type of money on them, on Kirk Cousins, Mooney, I mean, it's a little bit of an overpay, but the salary cap went up.
Whatever.
The salary cap went up, so it is what it is. But for you to do all of that when you could have had Lamar Jackson, you could have had him, and all you had to do was give up 2 ones. The way I look at it is that would have been. I mean, that's perfectly fine if you ask me, but I just don't get it because we've seen this. I mean, look at the Colts. The Colts realize, like, all right, we can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
We have to invest in somebody. We get
Colts
AR
were terrible with this, man. They were horrible. Reset
because they
Rivers, dude, it was awful.
Hey,
It was
Rivers got into a playoff game. Let's put some respect on
it did, but
I mean, yeah, but like this dude couldn't do like you seen at the end when they low key had a chance. He threw a Hail Mary. He walked on the field before he even hit the ground.
No,
You know
dude,
damn
he was the end of a dying breed where it was like the Brett Favre archetype where it's like you
The
throw it and you don't give
gunslinger.
a fuck where it lands. We're coming back down, we're throwing it deep again.
Hey man, he lived life with reckless abandon off the field. You
That's
see how
why I was
McKenzie
gonna
got.
say that's
So
why his 10 kids. Just live it. That's just he throws caution to the breeze. He does not care.
oh god, honey, I'm pregnant. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
do it again.
You gonna pop another biscuit for me? All right.
Yeah,
Please, Philip,
that's
give
fine.
her a break, please.
Get off of her.
Yeah, so
But yeah, that move to
I
me
wonder
was
if
just like
of her is crazy.
that move to me. It kind of was like, all right. So yes, is he as of right now? Is he the best quarterback in that division? Absolutely. So the way
Stairs
I'm
and
looking,
Baker Mayfield. Stairs and Baker Mayfield.
Island Baker.
We will
I
have
do
our,
too.
we will have no, we're not doing this. We will have our quarterback debates this summer. We can
All
have
right,
that
we'll do that
this.
later.
Yeah.
We'll do that
Yeah.
later.
Oh yeah, nah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hayden wasn't even here, so I don't even think he knows about our original tier list. Oh, that's gonna be
Shake and
great.
bake.
And so, but to me, that move just screams to me. All right, man. Y'all don't necessarily give a fuck about winning. Can it happen? Absolutely. But y'all just want to get to the dance. Y'all want to even just get to the playoffs because y'all are just sick of not being in the playoffs. Y'all miss it. Y'all clearly miss it. So to me, that's what that move screams is like. No matter what the fuck happens, Kirk Cousins has a good regular season record. Prime time, playoff, yeah. But when it comes to the regular season, Kirk gonna do that motherfucking thing. I mean,
Yeah.
and in Atlanta's you know, giving them props, they have surrounded him with weapons. London was already there, Bijan was already there, Tyler was already there. You pay Mooney, you get rid of Desmond Ritter,
There, God.
you
Thank
get Rondell
God.
Moore. Hey man, I'm just
that was
proud.
the finesse of the week. That like if there's a trade that symbolizes the city of Atlanta, you mean to tell me you get rid of your terrible quarterback and you get a weapon for your new quarterback? Finesse.
Done.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah.
Finesse.
It's about time they learned from the fellow AT aliens how to scam. Proud of them. It took them long enough.
Absolutely.
But that's what that move just screamed to me. It's like, yeah, I don't necessarily give a fuck about trying to go have a deep playoff run. I just want to be in the playoffs because we're not worried about Derek Carr and the Saints. We're not worried about the Panthers for right now. And I mean, the Bucks are really your only competition. So that's what that move felt like to me.
Yeah, the only person who should be worried about the Panthers are the fans. But the I think Atlanta, like, good point. They are competitive in that division, but on like a certain level, it also feels like a kind of cover your ass move. Like, hey, we could go to the playoffs, or we could be 4-12. Like, it kind of doesn't. Like, we're just kind of here to play the season. That's like you said. Like, that's kind of how it feels to me, at least.
That's where I was gonna go. I was going to say, it's interesting. Fuck the money. It's interesting he signed a 4-year deal.
Yeah.
Think about where their playmakers and skill players are out in their contracts. Drake London entering the 3rd year of his deal. Is it 3rd or 4th? Shit, 3rd. Yeah, 3rd. Kyle Pitts entering 3rd or 4th year of his deal. Bijan Robinson entering 2nd year of his deal. Guess what? In 4 years, all the motherfuckers are gonna be up to get paid.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins' contract is gonna expire. So for Atlanta, my view is they're saying, like Cam said, fuck it. Let's see what an experienced quarterback with a bunch of new weapons can do in 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, the fact that they did that and paid him $180 million guaranteed, I mean, shit, that's a different conversation because I wouldn't have paid that. But investment-wise, it's kind of like a little science experiment. Let's see if the old man and the kids can get to the dance and see what they can do. That's how I see it. Now, how that ties into why they didn't do that with Lamar, I don't know. Because if it was Lamar, you got like 5 to 7.
Yeah.
You got an actual window. Well,
Yeah,
it's like
I'm just convinced they didn't do it with Lamar because Arthur Smith is a complete terrorist, like complete and total terrorist. He is the worst type of human being, and yeah, he's just terrible. I hate Arthur Smith. Just to
man,
let it be known.
I
It-
hate everything about it.
mm,
That's
yeah. I mean, because
mm.
realistically, think about not even just football. Think about what Lamar Jackson would have done for that city.
oh,
I
for
mean,
sure.
they were
Like,
they were robbed of Michael Vick because of the dogfighting shit. But Lamar being the quarterback of Atlanta, that's like amazing.
Well,
like
that's
Like
as hurt as
Eagles.
I would have been at every game. Like I
exactly.
wouldn't have been a
Like
Falcons
Cam
fan, but
lives in Atlanta.
as hurt as I would have been, I'm like, fuck, you don't have. I would have been at every game because
Oh
now
yeah,
I'm like, I have to watch this.
you
I
have
have
to go see him. He's there.
Oh,
Yeah.
1,000%. Oh, I would definitely make the drive. I would watch him. I would watch him.
Oh
Yeah.
God, that's what I mean. He's part of the like. I went to an NFL game this year in Jacksonville, Florida, because I'm just like it's my team, and two, I have to lay eyes on this motherfucker and watch him be
Yeah.
great because that's
Exactly.
what he is. He's great.
Hey, I'm telling you,
And that's not to
telling
say
you.
and that's not to say that like Kirk, isn't a good quarterback and can't, bring more, attention to the team or whatever. But let's be honest. Lamar Jackson is a top 5 quarterback in this league. Like, you have the chance to not only have the best quarterback in your division, you have a chance to have the best quarterback in the conference.
Well, okay, there's yes, 100%, and then you also have to look at it from the fact that as much as we hate it, the NFL is, it's it's a TV show essentially. So like you have to have a person that you can market around, and to me, Lamar Jackson is just a way bigger, like you're punching above your weight, like you know what I mean? Like that's a fucking name that you can market. And Kirk Cousins, I love the dude. I think he is totally responsible for 2 of my favorite post game sports clips of all time. But like the dude's not the same. He doesn't have the same
You mean like
aura.
Florida?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he doesn't have the same aura. He doesn't command people to be there. Like you guys said, you guys wouldn't be there. He doesn't. Kirk Cousins doesn't command people to be there. That's kind of my take on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like another thing too, like as somebody who lives here and like I interact with a lot of Falcons fans, one thing I will say, I mean, yeah, it's part delusion for sure, but they're a very loyal franchise. And so like for me, that's why another reason I'm like this move to me is just like, yeah, man, fuck it. Let's give our fans something to enjoy. And I think that's just the way they're looking at it at this point.
I mean, they
'Cause
might
you
as
had-
well because we've had to endure however many years of Arthur Smith. Hate him, by the way. And then like it's we had
If
to
you
endure
didn't
Marcus
already know.
Mariota and freaking Desmond Ritter, and oh my god,
the GOAT Taylor Heineke, Gwinnett legend, watch your
Oh.
mouth.
oh my god, him
Gwinnett-
too.
Gwinnett
He's
Jesus.
from
legend.
Gwinnett, Cam.
Jesus,
He played at he went to Collins too.
gross.
Oh my God. I would never take Taylor Heineke for an Atlanta person. That's crazy.
Gross.
Yeah, he went to Collins too, man.
That is
So
gross.
I think that's what it just screams to me. Like I'm not hating on it. At the end of the day, if it's exciting, I'm gonna be there and be like, hey, it's exciting. Like same with Dalen, Moody. Oh yeah. Get the fuck Arthur Smith out of here. Like I couldn't wait. So
Are we
I'm
talking
happy
about owners taking advantage of fans' goodwill and
yeah.
fans being
Yep.
really loyal for no reason? I
Yeah.
have a few of those stories for sure.
Oh, I don't doubt it. So
I
I
will
think
say-
everybody has a few of those stories on here. Oh my gosh. Jerry Jones, man. Play with my
I
heart.
will hold my tongue about Dio for the time being because my man is he's really turned the boat around a little bit, honestly, like for a long time, the Chargers have felt like a for-profit run team, so it's like they kind of just like, yeah, we'll do whatever, we'll just hire some like hot coordinators for some cheap, contract type shit, and I don't know. This time it just has felt different. Just it's nice. Like I'm gonna hold my tongue. I'm not gonna rip on Dito too much. And if it turns out to be a shit fest in 2 years, then you'll hear from me, and I'll be very vocal about it. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that, like you said, there's a lot of dudes who just are really stuck in their own way, and they want to run the football team their way.
Exactly. It's even when it comes to drafting sometimes.
Oh my.
Me and Dalen used to talk about this all the time before we finally had a platform to speak on shit like this. It
Dude.
seems like there's so many GMs who are just like, oh, you guys want me to make that easy ass decision? No, fuck you. I'm gonna go so left field and so crazy that y'all niggas gonna call me a genius until I die. And it's like, bro, what are we doing here? Like even just last year, let's talk about the Commanders. Like, why are we not taking Christian Gonzalez?
Dude, I was my
That was
buddies.
the most head scratching pick of that first round. Like,
I-
think about this. Think about what happened in that first round. Jahmyr Gibbs got traded up for. The Jack Campbell was a first round pick, and the pick that made me scratch my head was Emmanuel Forbes.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because those other two picks have worked out really well.
Exactly.
Which is actually funny because it kind of. I'll tell you about this another time, but he goes into a little project I'm doing with data analytics and the NFL draft and stuff. But we'll get into that another time. But yeah, so I was actually with my buddy. We were watching the draft, and he does some reading. He reads profiles type stuff. So he's interested in the draft. He doesn't really do it to this level. And so we were watching the draft, and they picked Emmanuel Forbes, and I was like, and I looked over, I was waiting for his reaction. He was like, no, I mean, that makes sense. He's gonna get interceptions. And I was like, all right, I mean, if you say so.
I know what that all right means. That's the
I
all
was
right
like,
where
"It's
somebody
alright,"
tells
and
you
then-
something and you're a little disappointed and you're like, all right, I mean, if you say so.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and just tell you you're wrong or anything like that. I don't know, that would just, at the end of the day, they're a person, they're a player, they can change any different amount of ways. You know what I mean? So it's you can't sit there on draft night and immediately be like, bust. I don't believe in that.
Which is
we
true.
won't do
Yeah,
that.
no,
We don't do a whole lot.
yeah,
of
I'm gonna give you 3 years.
I'm
I'm gonna give you 3 years.
3 years is my deal too. And with that being said, as soon as because they were picking 16 in the last draft, and then we shortly after picked Quentin Johnston, and I was like, yeah, I had a goddamn
Man, I wish you could have. I'm gonna have to send you the link to our live that we did for the draft. You should have seen my reaction when the Chargers drafted Quentin Johnson. Oh man, I had a
Hayden,
good time.
Hayden, I don't celebrate many things. I have no issues with the Chargers. One of my friends in real life is a Chargers fan. I knew, so when that draft was happening, I knew once because the way the shit was falling. So before y'all was Seattle, so once Jackson Smith, when I was like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
oh, okay. So
Yeah, not to be a.
I'm like, all right, I get my pick of the litter. I didn't want Quentin Johnson, but I was like, all right, it's going to either be Addison or Zay Flowers.
That's
then when
what
I saw y'all
thought,
take-
or whatever the fuck I forget his name, the pass rusher from Georgia, the undersized one.
Nolan Smith.
Nolan
Yeah,
Smith.
yes, that was it.
Oh man.
The
I
six
mean, but y'all got Thule, and Thule's nice.
dog. I love Thule. That man is
Yeah,
a beast. And
Thule's nice.
honestly,
So,
at
it
least in
worked
my
out.
head, I just switched the round one and round two draft picks, and it's like, okay, that makes me feel a lot
I mean,
better.
we do it with the Raiders all the time.
Yeah. Well, dude, their last draft, this was just, I don't know how they were grading players, but they would.
You mean Mike Mayock?
The GOAT.
Yeah,
God
well,
Jesus.
yes, he had to have his own grading system or some shit because the way that they would grade players was systematically different than other people, and it was like a very, very bad thing.
What do you
Yeah, it
mean
was
David
weird.
Arnett wasn't around one pick? What do you mean by that?
Wait,
must
you
not
guys
know ball.
really
Hey,
like the fact that he
Cleveland,
was trapped on.
Cleveland Farrell went fourth overall.
Whoa,
Bro,
whoa, 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 whoa,
bro,
whoa,
what
whoa! You're
was
being too harsh. You don't. You trying to tell me Alex Leatherwood wasn't
I was
great?
gonna say Leatherwood?
You're trying to tell me the guys who
And
couldn't say Salmon, Jonathan Abram wasn't a fantastic player?
Jonathan Abrams, the indiscriminate heat-seeking human missile? That's Jonathan Abrams?
Yes,
I don't
sir.
care if I break my neck or my teammates neck, Jonathan Abrams.
Oh God,
I
that's
Oh,
don't,
disbanded.
I don't,
I,
I,
Guess what? He's fast. He's fast, guys. He's fast.
damn you took it. I was gonna say the guy who is unfortunately incarcerated right now. But my God,
He's
CeeDee
fast.
Lamb's right there. Jerry Judy is right there. Shoot, Justin Jefferson's right there. Oh no, Henry Ruggs.
Hey,
Henry Ruggs.
don't forget
First
the
off the board.
draft. Don't forget round one pick Jalen Rager's right there too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
oh man,
Oh no.
That was
See,
funny,
the
dude.
Jalen Rager discourse hits different because that was my first year scouting and I actually liked Jalen Rager. So every time I hear that name, I'm like, oh fuck,
You're
I
like,
actually like
Every
him.
time I heard Jalen Rager, I wanted to murder somebody because oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
he's not
Hey,
good.
keep in mind, guys, that was a Howie Roseman pick. So not every GM is perfect. Not every
No,
GM is
dude.
perfect. Don't forget that.
Fam,
No, you're right.
the Minnesota Vikings brass after they heard the pick was Rager were
Dude.
high fiving and running around.
Oh,
They
yeah, nah.
laughed. They literally, there was the video, they were laughing. They were like, the pick's Rager. And then they all started laughing. They're like, okay, let's fucking take towers.
He's like, yeah, go ahead and run up there. Go ahead and trot up there because the fucking nerve of this guy.
Yeah.
Like, what?
One
Yeah.
player is a perennial All-Pro and the best receiver in football. The next player is a career team bouncer and a special teamer.
Hey, man,
like,
you
who did he
never
get
know.
re-signed to? Like,
Never know.
I saw he re-signed somewhere, and I was like,
Yeah,
When-
Is
when
it
did
the
he
fucking
get there?
Patriots? It's
No,
the
yeah, that's what it
Patriots,
was.
right?
I was like,
No.
when did he get there?
Look, hold up. Let's look up. We don't even know where this fucker is right now.
No, I saw him
I remember when the Eagles traded him to the Vikings. That was the funniest thing ever to me.
I remember literally, I was getting into an argument with somebody about Clinton Johnson on either Reddit or Twitter or whatever, and I was like, you know what? Just to like prove you wrong, I'm gonna go through and just watch and find exactly what I'm talking about and show you. And it was just like, I don't know, dude. I had like a second round, like maybe third round grade on him kind of vibe. Like I had a second, but wait, second?
On Quentin.
Quentin. On Quentin.
Yeah, I had a second. Did I have a fucking third on him?
Well, the
Oh my
thing
god, I'm
is,
trying to remember because I did a video. I did a video.
Thank you.
Did I have a third on Quentin Johnson last year? Oh my god,
I mean, I
I
wouldn't
think I
doubt it.
did.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Bro, I promise you, I'm gonna send you the link to the video after.
All
I
right, good,
hated Quentin
good,
Johnson
all right.
last year.
Well, because here's the other thing. Like, I've been very vocal about this. Like, if he came out this year, he'd be a late third round pick.
If he came out this year, he wouldn't even be a top 15 wide receiver.
No, not even. But he might get he might get taken on day 2 just because he's big and he's got
big tall.
ability.
But here's the problem with that, Hayden. Yeah, he's big and tall, but like,
You know, he's agile, is what I said. He's big and agile. He's not.
Yeah,
he's not
but-
explosive,
Big
but-
tall, big tall.
yes, he did not touch great either. Like it's almost
No,
like
yeah.
and Dalen, don't shoot me because we've already had this conversation on camera. We're good.
Don't care.
It's
Still
almost
shoot.
like the Keon Coleman. It's almost like the Keon Coleman thing. It's
No,
like, yeah, it's like you're big, yeah, you're tall, but when there are guys that are your height, your weight profile, that run 4-3-5, I can't
Yeah.
just automatically put you as a top 5 wide receiver
No,
just
I'm
because. I
No,
can't.
Jordan
I'm
Travis is still trash.
I'm
Jordan Travis is
100% with
trash.
you.
Jordan Travis is trash. We don't care. Jordan Travis is trash.
I
Johnny
think
He's
Wilson's
biased. He's a
garbage.
Louisville fan.
I
He's
think
biased.
so. My take on
Extremely
QJ,
biased.
like I said, I was not
Extremely
high on him.
biased.
I don't see any bias whatsoever, dog. I don't know what you're referring to.
Go
Um,
Cards! Yeah.
so I'll say, like, in terms of QJ, I was not high on him coming out of the draft. I think that he was utilized horribly last year, and so the one thing, and I'm not predicting like a breakout or anything. I actually think that the Chargers take a wide receiver, which I'm anticipating. I think that QJ could be a really good gadget player, and you have him on a drag route as like the third read, and he makes someone miss because like that's what he did in college. Is he ran slants and dragged little things, and then he made people miss. And so you are right. The competition increases, but I also think that I'm not discounting. I'm not saying he's a bust. I'm not saying that he's going to take a massive step. I just think that he was utilized incorrectly last year. We have a real coach now that I have a feeling that he's going to at least be used to his strengths. So I don't know. I don't know. That's my take on QJ at least. Not expecting a huge like fucking 1,300-yard season or anything, but some people are. I'm not.
Here's what I'll say about Quentin Johnston.
Crazy.
I said here's what I'll say about Quentin Johnston. I think that if you guys do go the route, which we all believe pretty much can happen, you guys take Malik Neighbors at 5, and you ask him to be a wide receiver 3, I think that's fine. Because at the end of the day, you guys drafted Quentin Johnston, and the reason I hate to pick so much is that I know you guys were gonna try to fucking rely on him like a wide receiver 2 year 1.
Yeah.
And that was that's never what Quentin Johnston was ever going to be in the league. He was never going to be that. With Malik Neighbors being your new de facto 1 and Quentin Johnston being the default 3, you now can properly utilize Quentin Johnston's abilities with the receivers around him now, because it's almost like it's a room reset for Quentin Johnston. Like now, Quentin Johnston's like, oh shit, like I've got other guys around me, and I'm also playing with a young dude like me and Neighbors, so it could be really beneficial for Quentin Johnston. Drafting a receiver with the capability of Malik Neighbors.
Until it's time for them to run block.
Yeah, which were
Oh my gosh.
Care
See,
about the run blocking. We don't care about that.
Hey, we do.
That's
do care
hater-
about
that's
run
hater
block.
shit,
We
Cam.
just won't have him on the field during those plays.
Bro, I think I'm doing it from a stance of hate. Bro, do you really think I want to not see Justin Herbert have a Malik Neighbors? I
Let me-
100% want to see it.
Let me tell Hayden what Cam is saying when he's doubting the Malik Neighbors thing. So what it is Greg Roman is like
And
Cam,
Harbaugh.
like,
Harbaugh likes to run the ball too.
I know.
Think of Greg. Yeah.
I
Greg
know the whole
Roman is like Cam's like like Green Goblin. Like
arch
he hates that.
nemesis type.
Yes, yes, exactly. So yeah, when he thinks that Greg Roman could never value receiver enough to allow the GMs to take a receiver top 5, and not only take him top 5, but also feature him in an offense. Basically, that's Cam's.
Well, here's the thing. Greg Roman can suck my left nut. Like he's not. You know what I mean? Like he's not even the head coach. It doesn't matter what he thinks. He's an offensive coordinator. But you know what I mean though? Like he has
Yes, I do know what you mean.
zero to do with the team building aspect of the team. He gets to work with pieces he is given. And so any head coach worth their shit is gonna say, look, like I'm gonna put the best players at the best, value. So if you, for instance, like I'm not saying that you need to draft for position, but if two players are the same value or rated the same, but you need one a little bit more, take that. It's more value. So I don't know. Greg Roman, whatever. I honestly don't think he's gonna have much to say in terms of the team building and the player selection part, but I could definitely be wrong. And Greg, if
But
you're
what I'm
watching,
saying
please
is,
don't
you
hate
don't.
me. I'm sure, I'm sure you're a great dude. Just please,
I just don't want to see
please
y'all
take me.
draft Malik Neighbors and turn him into Hollywood Brown.
Oh, dude,
That's
and
what you don't want to happen.
Oh,
I
if
agree.
that happens, I will personally seek to ending that immediately.
That's at that point. I don't even know. That might be more on. That might be more on neighbors at that point. Like you're not
I don't
Hollywood.
know.
You're not
I,
Hollywood
I,
Brown.
I I disagree on that because I think Hollywood Brown, even coming into the league, had some talent, had some ability. But bro, like what Greg Roman was trying to do for that Lamar Jackson offense was honestly criminal. It's
And that
amazing. It's amazing that Lamar developed into the quarterback that he is now. Because Greg Roman could have easily, like if he didn't have the work ethic that he has, if he didn't have the raw talent that he has, he easily could have put that kid out of football.
Like, think of the corpses we tried to resurrect. We tried to resurrect the corpses of Dez Bryant. We tried to resurrect the corpses of Deshaun fucking Jackson.
yikes.
Those are the
I
corpses we
knew
tried
he was gonna
to
pick up DJX.
that we tried to bring back and thinking he was
All,
gonna do shit. Like, nah.
all while featuring, now, don't get me wrong, shout out to Mandrews. But all while basically featuring your passing offense around the tight end.
Yeah. So that's my thing is I just really have to like hope that Jim and Joe, I have to hope that they are on a little bit different page than I don't know the Ravens top of my head. I see Roy.
I got one more question for you guys before we go ahead and get out of here.
Yeah.
So it is March 14th, and these next few podcast episodes, we will, start talking about, our final position rankings, go over our last final mock draft and things like that. What about this draft cycle, this 2024 draft cycle for you guys has been the most rewarding thing for y'all? Like, has it been scouting a certain player? Has it been, watching, Shrine Bowl film like we had access to watch this year? Like, what part of the draft process so far has been like, damn, like this shit is different from last year or before, whatever? Everyone just take a stab at that.
Well, I got two real easy answers. So one is obviously joining you guys, and this has been an incredible, addition to my journey. I've really, really enjoyed this opportunity. And I'm excited to continue to grow and see where this takes me. And the second thing that's been incredibly rewarding is as the guys on the team, on the Fun Zark team already know, I actually worked as a scout at two different college football programs, but one of which was Western Michigan. And so Braden Fisk was a player at Western Michigan, and I got to film him at practice. I got to interact with him every day, and and many other players. Marshawn Newland's another one coming out this year, who I think is going to be really good too. But anyways, and so I don't know, like on the whole online Reddit, Twitter, whatever, over the last year, like since before he transferred to Florida State, like, I've been really, really high on him. I've been like, guys, keep an eye out for this guy. Like I'm telling you, like he's gonna be really, really good. And then so it's just been really cool to see him not only thrive at Florida State, but then to come into the draft process and really just excel at every level. So, congrats, Braden. You've been crushing it, dog. Keep it going. So those are my two answers.
And that's what we do this for. We love to see players that we believe in thrive and succeed, and we love to see it. We love to see it.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a huge reason why I like doing this. Just I
Dude,
love
it's so fun.
it's so fun. It's satisfying that you put in the time, you put in the work, and you're just like, boom. They're doing exactly what I seen, exactly what I watch. They're developing the things that I seen that hey, they need to develop this a little bit. I mean, it's definitely a big reason why we do this. But definitely easily in this cycle, just like every cycle, scouting my DBs. Shout out to DBs. Y'all matter. Second hardest position to play in football. Don't care. I don't
I'm
care.
with you.
Second
I'm
hardest.
with you on that.
Facts.
Second hardest. The only harder one is quarterback. That's because quarterback is terrifying.
You gotta do a lot of thinking.
It's too much. It's too much. Okay, look, pre-snap. This safety's over here. I'm gonna motion my guy this way. Up, hold on. I see this linebacker. Let me wait a minute. Up, hold on. The cornerback, he's moving over here. Up, I see the safety rotating. Let me give a fake snap. Up, he didn't move. Okay, I gotta turn around. Play action. I turn around. The safety's nowhere to be found. Where's the safety? Oh my God, where is the safety? Where's the safety? And now 300-pound man is on me. No,
The last part is the part that is like, cut out all the free snap bullshit. You put me out there to say snap. The second the speed at which those 300-pound men get to you is horrific. Like, there's no other way to say it, bro.
Oh yeah, then you know you got
And don't even forget about the 240-pound edge, who's actually faster than 300-pound lineman in your face.
We might be undersized to be 6'3".
And then you got the
just as fast as your
280-pound
receiver.
freak that doesn't have any type of fat on him because he's just built different. He's terrifying. I hate that man because why are you so why?
You got the Javon Kinlaws of the world who have a fucking six-pack at
380 pounds or whatever.
like, bro, what?
60 pounds.
Aaron Donald just it's like, what the fuck?
Dude,
How? How?
You seen his training?
Yes.
Dude, unbelievable. All right.
Like, bro, what?
I know it's crazy. What's your most rewarding feeling or thing that you've experienced so far in this 2024 draft process?
So kind of like on the vein of Hayden, this is like my first year as well. When we scouting the edge position, and obviously I always have time to learn more things about the position, but just being able to hop in, watch your film, and just seeing things like I'm like, okay, cool, that's a great move right there, cross chop. Oh shit, he did a ghost rush there, like calling out stuff like that. But it's also me just looking and still learning about some of these defensive schemes. Like, perfect example, Latu rushed everywhere. He rushed from the edge, he rushed from the inside, he rushed over the center. And another guy who did the similar thing was Chop. Chop did a similar thing as well. Granted, that's just Penn State's freaky ass defense. They're gonna have him twisting. They're gonna try to always look to see, like, all right, how can I get one of my 4.4 speed pass rushers to run past the center? Like, stuff like that. And it's just like, you just get to see the different ways that some of these defensive coordinators come up with their plans to do things. And it's just so interesting. Because, like, I don't know about y'all, but I've said this on multiple occasions. There was a period where I stopped watching college football. I didn't find any enjoyment in it. I stopped for 2 years. I stopped pretty much right after that 2019 LSU team happened. I pretty much stopped. I just had no motivation to want to watch college football because I just looked at it as they're all idiots. They're all doing stupid shit. And some of them are just getting away with it because they're fucking athletic as hell. But actually watching these games and these cut-ups on film, it's like, oh no, this is this is some very technical shit for a fucking 21-year-old or 20-year-old to be doing at that age. Like, it's crazy. It just reminds me of the tweet when Devontae Smith was playing against Ohio State, and the dude said it's crazy to see like a future like NFL like all pro or pro bowler go against a guy who is gonna be a fucking lawyer. It's like in like a couple years. Like, when you put it to it like that, it's like I see why some people prefer college football just for the craziness of it. It's like, oh yeah, you remember you remember the guys who beat Michigan at Appalachian State?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I wonder who the fuck. I wonder what they do now. It's just shit like that. So I kind of get it, but I think that's what it is for me. Like, cause I just love football in general. But me being able to get back into college football and me scouting and watching film kind of breathed a new, just bring new life into a way where I didn't know I could enjoy. You know, I didn't know I could enjoy football in another way that I would just absolutely love. So I would probably say that just brought back my love. Like, I didn't realize how y'all know I love football, but I didn't realize how much I loved it once I started watching film and started to grade, these positions, especially when it comes to age, because I do feel like it's a really important position. That's a top 5 positional value position to me. So I really do want to be like, all right, that's a guy who can fuck shit up. That's a guy who I'm not seeing it, but he could fuck shit up. So that's probably what I would say right there. Hey,
Because actually,
Just
facts.
yes,
What about you, Artie? What's the thing that this year is so different for you? You're like, breath of fresh air. I love it.
there's a couple of things for me, but not to get in an emotional soapbox. I'll just keep it brief. For me, it's last year for the department, it was new. We launched our YouTube channel and kind of started to get our content out there more. But this year, you guys have probably noticed, everyone's watching, I'm doing the majority of the film sessions. So for me, the most part that I'm enjoying the most is being forced to be uncomfortable. I scout quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers here because of my decision. Well, I guess the acceptance of the burden of doing all the film sessions for this cycle. I've kind of been forced to learn more about other positions that I'm not familiar with, and it's helped me grow individually as a scout. Like, I know now more about defensive backs than I've ever known. Shout out to you, Dalen. Thank you for your help.
Yes, sir, Steve.
I've learned more about offensive line than I ever even wanted to know. Shout out to Alex for all your help. I've
Yes,
learned
you will
more about
respect the
defensive
fat
tackles. I do respect the fat asses now.
You
Yes.
will.
I've learned so much about defensive tackles. Shout out to Hayden and Mike. I've just been learning just so much more about the game of football, and effectively, I've been doing my part to help us grow as an organization. So for me, it's just being able to be comfortable in being uncomfortable, and it leading to growth.
And you've been doing a great job leading, and I speak for myself. I know I speak for the other two here that we all really appreciate what you do, and it does not go unnoticed.
But that means a lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
You can be better, but you all right. You all right.
You are that.
Dalen, let me tell y'all something about Dalen. This is why I love Dalen, y'all. Dalen is the king of opportunity comes to give me props, and he's like, fuck you, nigga. You need to be better.
That's so funny.
Dalen wants to make sure I'm never satisfied at any point in life. And that's why that's my dog.
I mean, your favorite player is Kobe, so to be fair, yeah, you gotta adopt that mindset.
John isn't finished. I don't think the job will ever be finished.
Y'all will never be done.
Yeah.
Y'all will
Oh,
never
God.
be done.
Like next year.
Exactly. There's gonna be another
It'll be done.
random
It'll be
freak
done
that comes out of
April
nowhere.
28th, April 29th, and then after that, that's about next year.
Exactly. Shit. I
Oh
already
yeah.
said I'm like, all right, man. These are the four dudes. Actually, no. Did I send five? I think I
You
sent
sent
them like,
you sent 4 for summer scouting. So
yeah, I think I sent them
yeah,
like 4 or 5, and I was like, damn. Like, I didn't even think about these guys yet, but I'm like, I'm just in preparation because it's just like these are the ones I know of for right now. So
yeah.
it's
So
really cool. And
Well, you best be learning the
I'm
middle
having a lot of
schoolers that's
fun.
in algebra right now, but gotta learn
Oh
the
no,
middle
fuck
Oh
school.
no,
no.
we're not.
We're
Hey,
not.
we're
We're
not
not,
doing all
bro.
that.
We're
We're
not
not doing
doing
nah,
this
man.
Jaheim Otis shit. I remember when I remember when he got offered on that in 8th grade. I was like, what? And so to see him at Alabama, I was like, wait, is that Jaheim Otis, the 8th grader? Oh,
They have got to put in some kind of tampering rule for that. Why are you talking to Why are you talking to a 13-year-old about college
Yeah,
football?
shit.
you're
I
not
remember
allowed to
Jesus
That's
talk to high
McConnell.
fucking
schoolers.
weird.
Dog, you're not allowed to talk to high schoolers, but you can talk to 8th graders. That's fine.
Oh God, I remember Jesus Machado was like in the 7th grade, had an Auburn offer. I mean, Alabama offer. It's like he's a 7th grader. What?
Why
It's
are you
everything.
looking that
This?
far into the future?
We're ready. We're
Like
ready.
Yeah, right.
how?
2034 prospect has been offered his first offer to Alabama in 7th grade.
That's sad.
What?
Baby girl comes to mommy.
But that's gonna wrap it for 100 yards in context. We definitely appreciate, all the love we've been receiving lately on all of our videos. Roma Dunze, I think, went over 500 in a week. Quitting on Mitchell on his way to 500. Like, we definitely appreciate all the love you guys been showing on the videos. But make sure you continue to show the love on the podcast videos and the mock drafts and player ranks as well. So if you could, please smash the like button for us. Consider subscribing to the channel. And again, we're gonna start putting out these podcast episodes weekly, so you guys will hear, more of how we feel about players and this draft and just our raw thoughts and opinions on what's going on in the football world more often. But again, that's going to wrap it for 100 yards in context. We, thank you for your time today, everyone, and hope everyone has a blessed day.